good morning. I'm Joann, your nurse for today. I read in your note that you suffered the fractured on the ribs, and your doctor prescribed you morphine sulfate through PCA machine. And can you tell me your name and your date of birth, please?
Okay, my name is Miriam Adib, and I'm born on the 7th of the 1st, 1969.
I'm just going to check over your armband. Okay, Adib Miriam with MRN of 174963. Mrs. Adib, do you have any allergies?
No, none that I know.
Mrs. Adib, do you feel pain at the moment?
Yes,
Where is it located?
on my right abdomen, upper abdomen.
Oh, so it's in this area.
Yes.
For how long have you been feeling the pain?
Since an hour ago.
Is it the sharp stabbing pain, or does it radiate into the left side?
Yes, sometimes it does. It rotates.
When you move it, when you are moving, do you feel the pain?
Yes, it's more painful.
All right then. So can you rate the pain for me from 0 as no pain and 10 as the most painful?
Around 8.
Oh, that must be really painful then. So I'm just going to check your cannula side before giving you your medication. So do you feel any pain in here?
No.
There's no redness, there's no swelling. All right, Mrs. Adib, I'm just going to prepare your medication. And here's your buzzer, so if anything that you need me, just press this one and I'll come and attend to you as soon as possible. All right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, just need to validate the order.
Okay.
So, I got here Adib Mariam with 174963 with no known allergies. She was prescribed of morphine 50 mg per 50 mils with the printed name and signature of Dr. Hunt, and it's with 10 date. And it will be given route of IV with a concentration of 1 mg per ml, number of syringe 3, PCA dose 1 mg, lockout interval of 5 minutes, basal infusion of 0, hourly dose limit of 12 with the initials of Dr. Hunt, and it wasn't given yet. So she was also prescribed PRN medications, metoclopramide 10 mg IV, TDS, signature of Dr. Hunt, it's within date, and naloxone 0.2 mg IV, 2 to 3 minutes interval, and with the signature of Dr. Hunt, and it's within date. And so is it valid?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So I got here morphine sulfate. It is used to treat moderate and severe pain. It is contraindicated to patients with respiratory depression and head injury. And the adverse effect of respiratory depression, nausea and vomiting and drowsiness. And with a dosage of 1 mg per ml with the interval of 5 minutes. And the nursing consideration is to closely monitor the patient for any signs of adverse effect, and before giving the medication, we need also to take the vital signs as our baseline data. Yeah. Thank you. 50 minus 10 mils. 10 mils equals 40 mils of NSS. 10 mils of morphine. 5 vials. So I got here 5 vials of morphine, which is 10 mils of morphine. Then I got here 40 mils of NSS. Yeah, thank you. So I just need to grab my medication and the medication tablet. So just take a picture. So I got here the order. Adib Mariam with no known allergies. She was prescribed of morphine 50 mg per 50 mils with the signature and printed name of Dr. Han. It's within date. And it wasn't given yet?
No.
And it's given through PCA IV morphine. Through PCA IV. So I got here morphine. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils. Expired 10/20 and it's all the same. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils. Expired 10/20 and it's all the same. So morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils. Expired 10/20, so it's all the same. So get here 25. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mil. Expired 10/20, it's all the same. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mil. Expired 10/20 and it's all the same. So I got here 10, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 30. And then with this 5, so it's 35. This one is correct. So I need to get this 5 as the order is 50 milligram per 50 mil, morphine 50 milligram per 50 mil. So I will return this back as 25. So I just need to. What's the time now? 1500, is it? Added Mariam, 50 milligram amount given, and then 30 because I need to get 5. Hunt. I just need to get your signature.
Yep, everything looks good. Just does it here?
Yeah.
Or witnessing this one?
Yeah, your printed line and then signature. Thank you. So I'm just going. So I just need to repeat again the order, to check the order. So I got here Adib Mariam with MRN of 174,963 with no known allergies, and she was prescribed of morphine 50 milligram per 50 mil with the printed name and signature of Dr. Han. It's within days, and it wasn't given yet. It should be given through PCA IV. Yeah, with the route of PCA IV. So I got here morphine sulfate injection, 10 milligram per 2 mils. And expiration date of 10/20, morphine sulfate injection, 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20, morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20, morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mil, expired 10/20, morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mil, expired 10/20.
Yep.
So this is 50 milligrams already.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So now I'm going to do my first drug check.
Okay.
So I got here Adib Mariam with MRN of 174,963 with a date of birth of 7/1/69 with no known allergies. She was prescribed of morphine 50 milligram per 50 mils with the printed name and signature of Dr. Hunt, and it's within date. And it will be given through PCA IV, and it wasn't given yet. She was also prescribed of metoclopramide 10 milligram IV TDS with the printed name with the signature of Dr. Han, and it's within date. Naloxone 0.2 milligram IV with the intervals of 2 to 3 minutes with the signature of Dr. Han, and it's within date. All right.
Yep.
I got here. So I got here the morphine. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20.
Yep.
Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils, expired 10/20. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So this one is like composed of 50 milligrams. Yeah. Upon the calculation, and then I got here my diluent as sodium chloride. So I got here sodium chloride 10 milligram, 10 mils, expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 mils, expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 mils, expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 mils, expired September 18. So I got here, if you will compute this one would be 40 mils of sodium chloride to make the 50 mils,
Okay.
plus the 10 mils of morphine to make the 50 mils. Yeah? So I'm just going through this one. So I got here 10 milligrams, 10 milligrams of morphine. Sorry about that. So I need to draw up my normal saline. So I got here 50 milligrams or 50 mils already
Yep.
with the morphine sulfate and then the sodium chloride. Yep. So I'm just going to prime this one and then do my second one.
smallest machine ever. Now, if his stick is not around the right way,
Going to label mine.
as long as they can see that it's more. If someone does the job, I'll argue with it. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that my program is correct. So this is the one we've got right. It's a new patient, yes. Confirming the patient, yes. So the filmer should be watching, filming this. Okay. So you want morphine? Morphine. PCA versus 1 milligram, concentration, PCA versus 1 milligram, 5-minute lockout, 5-minute lockout, 0 continuous, 0 basal, maximum is 16, and I've got the max of
50 milligram divided by 50 mils. Here's 1 milligram per mils. And this is 8.17. It's a timer, it's 5:30
confirmed protocol. So I've got morphine here,
p.m.
or you can just put it here.
Yep.
So I've got morphine 1 milligram.
Yeah.
PCA versus
Alright.
the lockout is 5 minutes, and I've got 5 minutes.
Yep.
You've got 0 continuous.
Check. So I'm just going to do my second drug check. I got here Adid Mariam with MRN of 174963 with a date of birth of 7/1/69 with no known allergies. She was prescribed of morphine 50 milligram per 50 mils with the printed name and signature of Dr. Hunt, and it's with 10 date, and it will be given through PCA IV, and it wasn't given yet. She was also prescribed of metoclopramide 10 milligram IV TDS with the printed name with the signature of Dr. Hunt, and it's with 10 date. Naloxone 0.2 milligram IV with the intervals of 2 to 3 minutes with the signature of Dr. Han, and it's with 10 day. Alright?
Yeah.
I got here the morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils expired 10/20.
Yeah.
Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 mils expired 10/20. So I got here 50 milligrams of 50 milligrams of morphine in 10 mils, which upon our calculation. And then I got here sodium chloride 10 mils expired September 18. So sodium chloride 10 mils expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 mils expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 mils expired September 18. Yep.
Yeah, great.
Which are already infused in here. So
Yeah.
I got here 50 mils of sodium chloride plus the morphine of the 10 mils. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just need to this one should be in here.
Yeah, okay. So it's even. Okay, now I'm going to come back after 10 minutes and make sure that you are okay.
Confirm your patient, yes. So, I got here Adi Miriam with MRF 174963 with no known allergies, who suffered post-fracture drips. She was ordered of morphine 50 milligram per 50 mils. I got here morphine with a concentration of 1 milligram, 1 milligram, with a PCA dose of 1 milligram, 1 milligram, and then with the basal infusion of 0, loading dose of 12.
The date is not correct, but as per for the video purpose, we will consider it correct.
No, loading dose 0, and then
Via the PCA,
early dose limit of 12. So it was written here 16, so I need to alter that one into 12.
out interval 5 minutes, with an infusion is given per hour, and hourly dose limit is well, and this is signed by the doctor. And it hasn't been given yet, so I'm going to give the first dose of this drug. And here, morphine sulfate 10 mg per 2 ml, morphine sulfate
So confirm. So I got here 12, and then limit duration, then start. So it's all okay, yeah. So I got here morphine 1 milligram, PCA dose 1 milligram, blackout interval of 5 minutes, and continuous 0, loading not yet, and then maximum of 12 milligram. I got here 12 milligram maximum limit. So it's all good. Yeah.
To dilute that with 0.9% normal saline, 40 ml. So it's gonna be.
Did you close it up?
50 ml. So here I got sodium chloride 0.9%.
So morphine 1 milligram per mil, 1 milligram PCA dose, 5 minutes knockout interval, continuous 0, loading dose 0, dose limit 12 milligram. So, okay. So I just need to do my third drug check again with the patient. I with you. So I got here Adib Mariam with the MRN of 174963 with no known allergies. She was prescribed of morphine 50 milligram per 50 ml with the printed name and signature of Dr. Hunt. And it's within date.
Yep.
And then it would be given through PCA IV line, and it wasn't given yet. So I got here morphine sulfate 10 milligram per 2 ml, expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 mg per 2 ml expires 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 mg per 2 ml expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 mg per 2 ml expired 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 mg per 2 ml expired 10/20. So it's 50 grams. So I got here sodium chloride 10 ml expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 ml expired September 18. Sodium chloride expired 10 ml expired September 18. Sodium chloride 10 ml expired September 18. Yep.
Yep.
Alright, all good. So I'm just going to do my second patient check. Hello, Mariam, I'm back again. So, kindly state your name again and your date of birth, please.
Marina did. And my date of birth is the 7th of the 1st, 1969.
Do you have any allergies?
No.
I'm just going to check over your armband. So I got here Adib Mariam with MRN of 174963. Alright, Mrs. Adib. So I'm just going to already prepared your medication, so I'm just going to attach it. Just going to.